As the clock struck 12 on the last day of 2019, we stepped into 2020 with utter fervor and sheen. Oh, a brand new decade, a new leap year, a number pattern so rare. Greetings and wishes were making rounds everywhere. Tokyo Olympics, T20 Cricket World Cup, and NBA, to name a few. So many sports events to look forward to. 2020 for long was anticipated as a year of renaissance of some kind, a new rising, awakening of every human mind. However, much to our dismay, as the year unfolded, our hopes and expectations rapidly got molded. Every other month left us aghast and bewildered, to say the least. This much hyped year soon seemed like an untamed beast. The fury of fire and ash rain in Australia is how it began. Humans did their best to survive, doing everything they can. Yet the animals in the wild were helpless, driving many of them to extinction and leaving most of them in numbers so less. The mega fires were still uncontrollable when came in a major flood, while tension between some nuclear nations scud. And just when a third world war seemed pretty close, a global pandemic came knocking at our doors. The international borders shut down and global economy started plummeting. Is the virus real? Scientists and leaders were busy speculating. Travel seemed like a distant dream and lockdown like an abyss. Brexit and Megxit passed somewhere between all of this. Panic buying of groceries and severe toilet paper crisis. A dearth of soaps and sanitizers worldwide, and oh, they're skyrocketing prices. Social distancing, hotel quarantines, elbow bump greetings, takeaway cocktails, virtual social hour, Zoom funerals, and meetings. Work from home was fun at first, but the gusto soon shriveled. A new normal for the lucky ones, those healthy and privileged. For the poor, however, survival was an unfeasible struggle. Some were stranded away from home with no job or transport. Others had to deal with the challenges of living in a huddle, walking for shed-loads of miles towards home on an empty stomach, although for some looked like a lesser trouble. Yet, for few unfortunate ones, dying out of fatigue and hunger was absolutely inevitable. While still grappling with all the somber incidents around, and with a hope for vaccine a bit too bleak, sudden mass protests sparked around the world against racial injustice, driving chaos, vandalism, and deviltry to its peak. With Homo sapiens in house arrest and animals venturing out, nature seemed to be discombobulated, yet on its healing route. We witnessed rivers becoming cleaner and air fresher a lot more. Dolphins returning to their habitats, monkeys brawling on streets for food, lions napping on roads, and locusts plaguing the land like never before. Business world giants filing for bankruptcy, and hospitals having an all-time high bed occupancy. Education system and supply chain mostly derailed, and employed workforce heavily downscaled. Nevertheless, in some countries, there were numerous rallies for election, while some were deeply engrossed in bloodshed and military action. One was tragically devastated due to an accidental detonation. From the volcano eruptions to a gas plant explosion, the year was a constant commotion. The seasons and celebrations stopped for none. Lockdown fatigue made everyone crave for a little bit of fun. Entertainment sources added more anxiety about all kinds of results, ranging from that of vaccine trials to election vote counts and recounts. With shortage of transport for food, the last thing one needed was a farmer's protest, going on endlessly for months together, and winter being one of the harshest. Whew. Though overwhelmingly tough for most of us, the year did give us a trickle of joy. Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. First time ever. Atta boy. Hashtag MeToo movement gained a significant momentum, and most of us took up a plethora of hobbies to cure our boredom. SpaceX launched astronauts into space for the very first time. Work from home and focus on a healthier lifestyle was a huge shift in paradigm. Carbon emission fell to an all time low. And how indispensable are all essential workers for the society? Now we know. Unity in adversity and our basic instinct of survival was out at full display when various industries dived in to meet the demands for ventilators and oxygen without any delay. Vaccines started rolling out soon, and US got its first woman vice president, a time so opportune. Thus, the year went by teaching us to keep our friends and family close and always prioritize our health above everything else. Cause life is too short and uncertain for us to wander around neglecting where our heart truly dwells. As the clock struck 12,